graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
All right, here we are. What's going on, folks? Hopefully you're all doing well. All right, we are back. Everything is all good. Let me know how the audio sounds now. I noticed that my levels weren't so good before, and now I think that they're really good. All right, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the first. Phillies are taking on the Mets. Let's go. And here's the 1-1 to Lindor. It's a little bit down for a ball. What's going on here? There it is. Right here. Okay, that looks better. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch is a foul ball. All right. Here's Aaron Nola. He's out there on the mound, pitching for the Philadelphia Phillies. Lindor is up to bat. And the pitch, there's a high fly ball hit out to right field, and Francisco Lindor hits the Citi Field sign. It's gone. All right, so it's 1-0, and Aaron Nola gives up a home run to Lindor on the left side of the plate, and the Mets are on the board early. That was a hanging knuckle curve, and Lindor was waiting on it, and he just lifted it out to right field, right down the middle. The one thing about Nola is that he nibbles a lot. And, well, that thing was supposed to be inside and low, and it was just left out over the middle of the plate. And the camera was shaking. It was rocking here. The pitch, and it's in there for a strike. Aaron Nola with the homer. Here's Juan Soto batting .256 with 3 homers and 12 RBI. No balls, 1 strike. Nola comes set at the letters and kicks, deals. The pitch is inside for a ball. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. And turn on those notification bell icons. Hardcore called it. He said that JJ was waiting for it. That's why he didn't go live. He was making the joke out of it. And he called it. 1-1. That should have been called a strike. It's called a ball, though. I'm sure that you're proud that you called it. Two balls, 1 strike. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And there's the 2-1 swing and a miss. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. We got everything running, right? What's up, Brandon? How are you, my friend? Guys, calling in after the show. I'm doing post-game shows every day, every game. Except I didn't do it yesterday because it was Easter. Here's the 2-2 to Soto, swing and a miss. And Nola gets his first strikeout of the ball game. Okay. Really, is this going to happen today, too? The pitch. and that's in there for a strike. Here's Pete Alonso, who's up to bat. He has 24 RBI on the season, which is second most in all of baseball. The ball is 1 strike. Nola will get set at the letters. Gray tops, gray bottoms for the Phillies, and the 0-1 is in there for strike 2. Let me know down below if you're watching the game on TV or if you're just tuning in to the play-by-play. I'm just curious. I might actually do a poll. How many of you are... Yeah, I might do that. 0-2 pitch. It's a line drive. It's caught over at shortstop by Trey Turner. So he lines out. Phillies defense will look like this. It'll be Nola on the mound, JT behind the plate, Harper's at first, Stott's at second, Turner's at shortstop, Bohm is at third, Kepler's in left, Rojas is in center, and Castellanos is out in right field. 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the first, and the windup and the pitch from Nola, that's in there for a strike at 91 miles per hour. Nimmo's hitting .202 on the season. That's 4 homers and 10 RBI as well. The 0-1, that's in there for strike 2. Usually watch on TV and listen to you. However, tonight I'm out, so it's only you. Okay. There's 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the first. It's 1-0 Mets. Lindor hit a homer on the left side of the plate off of Nola, and the 0-2 is a high pitch, but it's fouled off by Nimmo. Mets are in their white and blue pinstripes. The text says Mets in cursive across the chest. It's outlined in blue, and the text itself is in... Sorry, it's outlined in orange, and the text itself is in blue. 0-2 pitch. And Nola does not get the call. It barely misses the strike zone. It's a little bit inside. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And there's a fly ball hit out over to left field. Kepler says he has it. And he does, and he'll make the catch. But the Mets get on the board early on a big swing by Francisco Lindor to make it 1-0 New York. And we're going to the top of the second inning. 1-0 Mets. All right. So let's make a poll because I'm really curious as to how you guys are tuning in. Let's start a poll. How are you? How are you tuning? How are you viewing tonight's game? I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you and watching TV. I'm listening and watching the game. Okay. To you. Listening to you and watching the game. But chatting. Okay, here we go. I'm just curious. Answer this. Okay. How are you viewing tonight's game? I'm listening to you. You're either listening to me and you're watching the game, or you're watching the game and you're chatting and not listening to me. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch, and it's outside for ball 2. Castellanos is up to bat, by the way. It's 2 balls, no strikes. We're in the top of the second. It's 1-0 New York. Mets have the lead off of the homer by Lindor. The 2-0 is down in the way for a ball. There we go. How are you viewing tonight's game? I'm calling it, and I'm watching it on TV. 3-0 pitch. It's in there for a strike. It's a four-seam fastball at 94 miles per hour. Tyler McGill's pitching. He has a 1.40 ERA. Last time he pitched, he went 5 innings, gave up 2 earned runs, 4 of them 4 total runs. He had 3 strikeouts and had 95 pitches. Next pitch, and that's going to make the count full at 3-2. It's a big series between the Phillies and the Mets. Mets are 2 games above the Phillies in the division. Here's the 3-2, and that's in there for a called strike 3, and Castellanos goes down looking at a fastball at 95. I mean, the pitch was right there for him to hit. I guess that he was anticipating that there was going to be some extra movement on the pitch, but wasn't what he was looking for, that's for sure. 1 out here in the top of the second, and Kepler will step on up to the plate. Red batting gloves, black bat, and he takes a slider in the dirt. He's hitting .217 in 19 games so far. Has 1 homer and 4 RBI. The homer came in the National Series. And the 1-0, that's flied out towards left field. It's hooking foul and goes out of play. Phillies are in Queens tonight. First pitch started at 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time. Tomorrow night they'll be at 7:10 as well. And then Wednesday they'll wrap up the series at 1:10 in the afternoon. 1 ball, 1 strike. The windup and the pitch. A fastball right down the middle, and Kepler takes it all the way for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch, and that's in there for a called strike 3 on the inside corner. JJ, I have a question for you. Why were you on the live stream on Saturday? I was not on the live stream on Saturday. I had to deal with something. Pitch is in there for a called strike 3. And that'll bring up JT, who's going to foul the first pitch back towards the screen. What's up, Scott? Scott Davis, what's going on? The ball's 1 strike. There's 2 outs. We're in the top of the second. There's the 0-1. It's down and away for a ball. We're split 50-50 on I'm listening to you or I'm listening to you and watching the game. Nobody's on here just for the comments. That's funny. There's a couple people I know that do it just for the comments. 1-1. There's a foul ball. It's like so split on it. JT is 4 for 14 against McGill with a double, a homer, and 3 RBI. The 1-2 to JT, swing and a miss, and the side is retired. Phillies go down in order 1-2-3 as McGill will strike out the side, and we're going to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 Mets. All right. Okay. I will be right back. I'm going to take a quick step off just to regroup, and I will see you really soon. We're back. All right, cool. We're good to go. Yeah. Apologize for the technical difficulties before. And then we just sort of threw ourselves into the fire. And now we're good. We are all good. We're all ready. We're all caught up on everything. Hi, everybody. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel as well. I go live not only for Phillies, but for Sixers and Eagles content as well. I do a lot of games on here. Obviously, we're more well-known for the Phillies games, but I'll tell you this. Like, we do a really awesome job with our Sixers and with our Eagles content. I know that, obviously, the Sixers are not getting a lot of traction, and rightfully so, and the Eagles, their season is done, even though we got the draft this week. But please, like, stay tuned for all the stuff that we do. Turn on the bell icons, please, for everything, because you're not going to want to miss out on all this stuff. The pitch to Jesse Winker, and it's way inside for a ball. Yeah, man. John says, oh, look, we're losing early. I'm here to watch Aaron Nola do his typical juggling act. Yeah, you're also here to be negative because you're always negative on here. But we still love you. All right, Jesse Winker is at the plate. He's just hitting the 171 this year so far. He has 6 RBI. 1-0 New York. We're in the bottom of the second, the 2-0 pitch. And there's a fly ball hit out over to right center field. And that one is going to go into the bullpen. So Lindor led off the bottom of the first with a homer, and Jesse Winker leads off the bottom of the second with a homer, and this place explodes. Wow. 2 pitches that were left out over the middle of the plate. This is not Aaron Nola. This is not the Aaron Nola that I know. The pitch. It's right down the middle for a called strike to Luis Torrens. Oh, 1 pitch. And there's a ground ball hit over to shortstop. Turner has it, throws it over to first. It's in time for out number 1. I'm from Everett, Pennsylvania, and this is Pirates land, and I'm hated here because I'm everything Philadelphia. All right, so let's check this poll. How are you guys tuning in? So 36 votes, right? 59% of you are just listening to me. 41% of you are listening and watching the game. Okay. Keep voting. Keep the votes coming. 1 out. We're in the bottom of the second. It's 2-0 Mets. And the pitch from Nola is a sinker that's a little bit low. How do you guys feel about the Phillies so far? I mean, they're such an up and down team. 1-0. They're just swinging a miss. Luis Angel Acuna hitting .289. Also has an RBI on the season. And that was the first homer from Winker this year. 1-1. Foul ball. Jesse Winker loves to torment the Phillies. That was his first homer of the season. And the last time he homered, guess who he faced? The Phillies. In the postseason. Here's the 1-2 to Acuna, swing and a miss. And so there is the second out of the inning. 2 strikeouts for Aaron Nola. Ooh. Man. Two outs. The next pitch is taken for a strike. Are you from Dallas by any chance? Thank you. Thanks for the gesundheits and the bless yous. Thanks. The ball is 2 strikes. Chat's flying today. Brian, I feel like you have to be a Dallas fan. I'm just an objective Phillies sports fan. Homerism isn't in my blood. Objective. I mean, you do seem to be a lot more negative for the most part than positive. 0-2, and that's taken outside for a ball. I'd love Nola to show some emotion like Strom or Alvarado, says Bruce. I'd like Aaron Nola to get it together. 1-2, it's popped up. It's hit out over towards shallow left center. And Trey gets under it, and I'll make the catch. And so, another leadoff homer. This time it comes from Jesse Winker. And we're going to the bottom of the 3rd. Okay. But complaining is in your blood. Let's go. Call or leave a text on the JJ hotline after the game is done. You can also come on Discord. Mods, comment what the Discord is down below. Let's go. A coworker of mine is a Flyers fan and a Cowboy fan. I know somebody on here that's a Flyers fan and is a Mets fan, and he does content for the both of those teams. They still love him, though. But yes, that's funny. All right, so folks, I wanna talk to y'all for a second, okay? Look, okay. When we're doing these games, I think that the one thing that we tend to forget is we get so soaked into these games, right? We have people that are very, very negative with how this team is done, and rightfully so. I get it. I understand the frustration. But I also feel like, too, that this is a series where I think that this is another test for this team. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I know that it's still early. We're still in April. But I want to know what else we're going to need at the trade deadline. I think that we learned from the Miami series that we could use another bullpen piece. But this is also a test because if we lose 2 out of 3, then we really need some help with the bullpen. And maybe this whole conversation about bringing Andrew Painter up might be legit, to have him come up a little bit earlier. I don't know, though. We'll have to see. No balls, 1 strike to Alec Boehm, and the pitch, and that's taken down low for a ball. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think that we should be panicking right now with the Philadelphia Phillies? Yes or no? Should we panic? The pitch, and that's taken down for a ball. Is it time to panic? McGill pitching. Here's the 1-2 to Boehm, and he lines it foul and out of play. Steve says it's not time to panic. Who else? We need a new GM. So I know somebody who is ready to panic. Who else? Panic, no. Concerns, yes. Serge says no. Okay? Scott says no. All right, so you guys think it's not time to panic. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Alec Boehm. Mark says panic, yes, because of the relief pitching. 1-2. That's taken down for a ball. Continue to tell me what your thoughts are. Two-two pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. And Bohm is down on strikes. That's the 5th strikeout today from Tyler McGill. He struck out 4 in a row. We'll just do it live. Is it time to panic? And no spoilers in the chat. Just wanted to say that. The pitch to Johan Rojas. It's in there for a strike. Brojas. I was still laughing at that. Brojas. It's funny. If there was something to panic about, what is that? What is the biggest panic? What would you say is the biggest thing to panic about? Because I'll tell you this. No balls, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 3rd, and there's 1 out. It's 2-0 New York, and the 0-2 to Rojas, and he lines that foul. As bad as the bullpen has been, I'm still concerned with the outfield. I still want another outfielder. I do. That's like still number 1 on my priority list. 0-2. There's a foul ball. That still is number 1. I want Mike Trout. I do. I want Mike Trout. I want an outfielder. I would take an outfielder over a bullpen piece. Call me crazy. I know. Y'all probably think I am crazy, especially saying this right now. 0-2 pitch. There's a ground ball hit over to third base, and the throw over to first, and Rojas, who thought he beat it out, was out by just a quarter of a step. And there's 2 away. I still want an outfielder as my number 1 priority. Because think about it like this. If Ranger does come back, hold up. If Ranger does come back, I want Ranger in my bullpen. That's the other thing. Mike Trout is 34, yeah, and he's hitting the baseball really well right now. Aren't we trying to win a championship now, my friend? What are we trying to do, win a championship in like 5 years? No thanks. I want to win now. First no trade clause, and he wouldn't do it. Larry says I'm out on Trout. 1 ball, no strikes. I want Trout. The pitch to Stott, and that's blooped out over to center field, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. And so Bryson Stott will get on with a 2-out single. Between more offense and better bullpen, we should coast to the playoffs. Trout is amazing, better than everyone. But Brian, aren't we trying to win now? Bryce isn't getting any younger. Kyle's not getting any younger. Casty's not getting any younger. Would I keep Walker in the rotation? No, I would bring up Painter. I would bring up Andrew Painter, and I would put Nola as the 5. One ball, no strikes. To Trey Turner. The pitch, and Turner pops it up. It's foul behind home plate, and it goes out of play. I'm getting the conversation rolling. That's what I'm doing, John. One ball, 1 strike. Toss bat to first, not in time. Will Trout improve the entire team's plate discipline? Is Trout better than Rojas and Brandon Marsh? Brian, you're acting like Justin Crawford is an MVP player. He hasn't even played in the majors yet. I want to win now. This is it. Like, this is the final year. I think that if they don't do it this year, I think that we're done. 2-1 pitch. It's a little bit outside for ball 3. And Turner's ahead in the count, 3-1. What's up, Doug? How are you, my friend? Three balls, one strike. The pitch from McGill. It's down for ball 4, and Harper is coming up to the plate with 2 runners on base. Let's go. Let's go. JJ, I would go all in on this year. Yes. This is the last year for the score. That's what I'm saying. If we're done, then you want to hang on to the guys like Crawford for the future. 2 outs, 2 runners on, and the pitch. That's taken for a ball. Larry says that's 1 spot. What about the other 8? Well, 1 spot still improves the team. The 1-0 pitch, and it's inside and low for ball 2. Here's the 2-0 to Harper, and it misses outside for ball 3, not by much. This is a make it or break it year. Oh, I'm with you, Larry. I'm with you on that, but I'm just saying if that's the only thing I would do, or sorry, if that's as the 3-0 pitch is outside for ball 4, and that's going to load the bases. I'm just saying that that's my number 1 priority. I'm not saying that there's not other things that have to be done, because of course there are. Yes, there's more things that have to be done. All right, so bases are loaded for the Phillies, and now Kyle Schwarber is coming up to the plate. Here we go. All right, let's go. Say the Schwarber emotes in the chat. Wake up, come on. Where are my members at? Come on, we're playing the Mets. We need to pay Kyle Schwarber. First pitch to Kyle, strike 1. He takes it on the outside corner. This is a big at-bat here. 7 career grand slams for Kyle. This season he's 1 for 4 with the bases loaded. 0-1, he takes it down for a ball. This is a golden opportunity for the Phillies to get at Tower McGill. Stotts at third. He got on with a bloop single with 2 outs. Turner got on with a 2-out walk. And then Bryce walked on 4 pitches. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Got a change up on the outside corner. Got down on 1 knee. Castellanos waits in the on-deck circle. Schwarber's going to call for time as he's out of the batter's box, and Mets fans already on their feet. This is a big atmosphere here. The 1-2, the Schwarber, swing and a miss. Got him to chase after a changeup that was low and in the dirt. And the inning is over. That was a big opportunity, and that strikeout was huge. McGill wasn't going to give him any fastballs, decided to go with some changeups, and it worked. We're going to the bottom of the third. That mound visit, though, worked. All right, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. That was a bad at bat there. I wish that we were able to tack on some runs. Again, I know it's still early, but I thought that was a big opportunity for us to capitalize. I really did. Was doing this little exercise. Yeah, I was doing this little exercise that I wanted to talk about, and I'm actually going to talk about it in the next half inning, but I don't want you guys to leave. For those of you that are thinking about going, I want you guys to stay on for this, okay? I'm going to give you my top 10 players in the NL East right now when everyone's healthy. But I'll tell you this. Bryce Harper is not in my top 5. Bryce Harper is not in my top 5 for the best players in the NL East. Here's Nola, and the first pitch is taken for a ball. Harper is not in my top 5 when everyone's healthy. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. It's in there for a called strike. Here's the 1-1. There's a foul ball. Am I the only one that gets nervous? I don't know, John. You are a goofball. So you probably do. I do assume that you do get nervous. There's the 1-2. There's a fly ball hit out over to right field. Stott's on the run. He won't be able to make the catch. It goes into no man's land out in right field. So it's a bloop single by Tyrone Taylor. So yeah, Bryce Harper is not in my top 5. Wheeler's been bad. Zach Wheeler just had 13 strikeouts, my friend, in 7 innings against the Marlins. What are you talking about? 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the bottom of the third. Francisco Lindor is up to bat. Homered the first time up. The pitch. It's a little bit low for ball 2. For ball. Yeah, that is ball 2. Two-0 pitch. That's bounced foul. Lindor's 7 for 33 against Nola with a .212 batting average. Tonight was the first homer that he ever had. I thought Aaron Nola sucks. throughout his career. I'm not saying this year. 2 balls, 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the third. There's a runner on over at first. 2 solo homers for the Mets. One was by Lindor. The other one was by a Winker. The 2-1 pitch. That's high inside. I don't count the Marlins. Well, they're a baseball team, and they played out whoever was out in front of them. So he had 13 strikeouts against them. I'll take that. The pitch. It's taken down low for ball 4. Brian. Okay, I'm talking about this year. This year, Nola's been bad. I understand, but last year, he really wasn't bad at all. If you watched him in the playoffs in 2022, he wasn't bad at all then either. He had problems from the stretch in 2023. I get it. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. So now it's Juan Soto who's up to bat. Then the Phillies are a wild card team. Do you think that they're a division winner? No. No balls, 1 strike to Juan Soto. And the pitch. It's wide for a ball. That still counts. I don't care. He played whoever was out in front of him. The Marlins are still a baseball team. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, here it comes, swing and a miss. If Nola has 2 more runs, he has to be pulled. The problem is, though, is that your bullpen is so limited. 1 ball, 2 strikes. JJ, talk to us about our feast. Why do you're always so curious about food? I mean, I don't mean that as a bad thing. You're just, I think it's funny. You're always so curious about food. 1-2 pitch, and that is swung on and lifted out to right field. If it's fair, it's gone. It is gone. And that makes it 5-0. It was a 90-mile-per-hour pitch. It just stayed fair. So it was like, is that fair? Yep. Aaron Nola was going to go out there to talk to JT Realmuto. Unbelievable. It is ruled as a homer. They are reviewing it. They are reviewing it. Oof. And they rule it as a foul ball. It is a foul ball. So the call is overturned. It's a foul ball. to Juan Soto. Oh my gosh. They overturned it and they ruled it as a foul ball. The 1-2 pitch, it's a little bit low for ball 2. Huge break. Oh my gosh. So they overturned it and they called it a foul ball. 2-2 pitch. There's a grounder rolled over towards the right side of the mound. This will at least get the runners from first to second over to second and third. The throw is made over to first, and there's the first out of the inning. Now it's Pete Alonso coming up. I had a good meal last night. It was good. Some good food. The pitch. It's a foul ball. We had Chinese food. It was good. The ball is 1 strike. Nola gets set at the letters again. Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss. Oh, cutlet sounds really good. Chad is going by. The ball is 2 strikes. 1 out. And the 0-2, swing and a miss. And there's out number 2. I'm still laughing, man. I'm still laughing at that. Saved by the umps. No, the umps screwed that up. The umps screwed it up initially on the call. And then they reviewed it. The pitch. There's a foul ball. So that was just saved by the wind. This would have been the first greatest Citi Field home run possible. 0-1, and it's outside for a ball. To Brandon Nimmo. Two runners in scoring position. Nola gets set at the letters, and here's the 1-1, and that's in there for a called strike. 1-2 is the count to Brandon Nimmo. Thank you all so much for being on here. The 1-2 from Nola. It's up high for ball 2. Did I watch the Reds game highlights? Nah, I did not. I did not watch the Reds highlights. No. 2 outs, bottom of the third. And the 2-2 pitch, that's in there for a called strike 3. And the inning is over. Well, what could have been a home run ended up being taken off the board. And, well, we're going to the top of the 4th. It's 2-0 New York. All right. So I'm going to give you, okay, these are my top 10 players right now in the National League East. Okay? Number 10. We'll do in order. This is when everyone's healthy, okay? I got, when everyone's healthy, Acuna is the best player in the NL East. Number 2, I got Chris Sale. Number 3, I got Juan Soto. 4, Zach Wheeler. 5 is Francisco Lindor. 6, Marcell Ozuna. 7, Spencer Strider. 8, Christopher Sanchez. 9, Kyle Schwarber. And 10, Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper's not in my top 5. My top 5 is Acuna, Sale, Soto, Wheeler, and Lindor. Those are my top 5 best players in the NL East when everyone's healthy. And Strider just went on the IL. But what do you guys think about that list? Who would you say are your top 5 players in the division right now? Who are the best players in the division? You think Juan Soto's the best? I forgot Pete Alonso. I will still take Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber over Pete Alonso. And I will still take Lindor, Ozuna, Strider, and Sanchez over Pete Alonso. Races Alonso. I'm still taking all those guys over Pete. Some would say that you could put the pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Don't they have to play the field as well? What do you mean? Rojas, says Larry. I mean, when I think about best players, I also mean pitchers too. Daniel, thanks so much for the $1. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you. No balls, 2 strikes to Nick Castellanos. The pitch from McGill, swing and a miss, and Castellanos is down on strikes. That's how we start off the 4th inning. Who's in your top 5? They give you nothing in the field, yet they are a top 5 player. Who? Sale and Wheeler? The pitch. It's popped up. It's out over towards left center field. And the catch will be made by Tyrone Taylor for out number 2. Who gives you nothing in the field? Marcell Ozuna? And Schwarber? Let's go back to this. There we go. I'm talking about the NL East. 2 outs, top of the 4th. The pitch. It's taken outside for a ball. One ball, no strikes. We're in the top of the 4th. There's 2 outs. It's JT Realmuto who's up to bat. JT struck out swinging. One 0 pitch. It's in there for a strike. One pitch. It's taken down for ball 2. I think it's hard to compare pitchers, DH, and the 8. 2-1. It's popped up. It's hit out over towards shortstop Luis Angel Lindor, and they'll make the catch. There is out number 3. All right, well then fine. Let's do, if you don't want to do that, then let's just do like who are the best hitters. Who are the top 5 best hitters in the NL East? Is that more fair? Is that better? Because to me, the top 5 best hitters are still Acuna, Soto, Lindor, Ozuna, and then Schwarber. Acuna, Soto, Lindor, Ozuna, and Schwarber are my top 5. I realize it is subjective and an opinion. Yeah, but when I think about players, I'm thinking of like everybody, right? Like pitchers, hitters, good defenders. Like it's like the best overall players. I guess that Chris Sale's dominance, I think is, I don't know, would I say Sale is better than Soto? I understand that, yeah, you could say that you're comparing apples to oranges, and I get that. But, I mean, fantasy baseball ranks them all the time, and they'll say, like, well, this is the best player in all of baseball. It's Shohei Ohtani, or, like, this is the best player, or this is the second best player. Ray says 1 Acuna, 2 Lindor, 3 Soto, 4 Schwarber, and 5 Ozuna. Jeremy says he's on pace for 15 homers. Elijah says Juan Soto, I thought he went to the Yanks. He was on the Yankees last year, and then he signed with the Mets this year for $765 million. Right? 765. He was with the Yankees last year. Here comes Jesse Winker. Bottom of the 4th. And the pitch. It's in there for a strike. You're not dumb. It's okay, I screw up all the time. People call me out all the time. And you know what that means? That means I'm doing my job. 0-1, line drive, base hit out to right field, and Jesse Winker is 2 for 2 off of Nola today. Aaron Nola, who said last week that he hasn't felt like himself out of the stretch, has put the leadoff man on base in 9 of his last 15 innings. Forgot to do on this day of Phillies history. The pitch. It's a little bit low. It's also inside for a ball. So, yeah, top 5 players in the NL East are blank, 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 and blank. We're talking about hitters. 1-0. It's in there for a strike. Who were the top 5 best hitters in the National League East when they're healthy? I got one answer. Alonso's doing better than Soto in many metrics. I'm saying when everyone's healthy. When everyone's healthy, who would you say is the best overall hitter? The pitch, ground ball, hit over to shortstop. The throw, the second, there's one. The throw to first in time for a double play. Okay, there's a double play in the bottom of the 4th. All right, I forgot to put a limit on chat. That's why everybody's commenting so quickly. I forgot to do that. Soto for sure. Slow mode. We're going to do it for 5 seconds. Because I want to read everybody's chat. We have a chatty bunch. 1-0. There's a foul ball. Luis Angel Acuna's up. Nola with 61 pitches. The 1-1. Here it comes. There's a grounder. Hit over to first base. Harper has it and tags the bag in plenty of time. Okay. Then we're going to the 5th. It's 2-0 Mets. All right. It's time for On This Day in Phillies History. Of course, presented by BroadandPattison.com. Today is April 21st. Okay, April 21st. Let's go to this. In 1967, the Mets chased Jim Bunning in the second inning with 7 hits and 5 runs, handing him his first loss at Shea Stadium since he came to the Phillies in 1964. He had 8 previous starts at Shea. He ended up going 8-0 with 8 complete games, 5 shutouts, and combined 3 runs. Cole Hamels struck out 15 batters on this day, and back in 2007, the Phillies turned a triple play as they defeated the Cincinnati Reds. So, nice quick few outs here. I agree. What's up, Jiva Newts? How are you? And then a year later, Chase Utley had a home run that helped them win 9-5 in Colorado. It was Utley's 5th consecutive game with a homer, tying a team record achieved by 3 others, and the more recent one at the time was Bobby Abreu in 2005. The no-hitter in 64. Yeah. It's a good list, Eric. Let's see. All right, Eric says Ozuna, Alonso, Soto, Schwarber, Lindor. That's a good list. Olsen, Harper, Acuna, Alonso, Soto. No order. Okay. The pitch. That's taken inside for a ball. That's a good list. Bohm just got hit by a pitch. Let's see. Yep. Got him right on the elbow. So Bohm is on. Now it's Yohan Rojas who comes on up. And he takes the first pitch wide and low for a ball. Stott waits in the on-deck circle. Stott's odds to get a hit, according to Bet365, plus 320. The pitch. It's in there for a strike at 92 miles per hour. The tying run is up at the plate. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe as well. 1 ball, 1 strike. 73 pitches for McGill, and here's the 1-1, swing and a miss. Ugh. They're playing Rojas to pole. 1-2, and that's wide. Good job by Luis Torrens to catch that. That one almost got by him. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and here's the 2-2 to Rojas, swing and a miss, and he strikes out. Make it 8 strikeouts for McGill. Unbelievable. That'll bring up Stott. And Stott will take a four-seamer at 94 for a strike. Stott in his last 5 games against the Mets, just hitting a .154 with 2 hits and 2 RBI. He takes the 0-1 just a hair low for a ball. Saw that Bohm was on a 7-game hitting streak coming into today. 1-1, swing and a miss. That changeup has looked pretty good tonight from McGill. Stott is also hitting .268 against against the Mets throughout his career. Has 30 hits, a homer, 10 RBI, and 13 runs scored. The 1-2 to Stott, and it's in there for a called strike 3. And Stott goes down looking. That's the 9th strikeout by McGill. Comes Trey Turner. And Trey's going to take a pitch that's on the inside corner at 94 miles per hour. Trey's walked twice. They're being too passive. 0-1. That's a little bit outside for a ball. Sometimes I feel like that their approach is just to let pitches go by now, which is also flawed. You got to mix it up. 1-1. It's in there for a strike. You don't want to be too aggressive, but you also don't just want to stand there and look at pitches. One and 2 is the count to Trey Turner. The pitch, it's a little bit outside by a smudge. 2-2 is the count. We got 193 people tuning on in. Thank you all so much for being on here. Appreciate y'all. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Trey Turner. The pitch, here it comes, and that's a called strike 3, and there's the 10th strikeout of the ball game. So Turner goes down on strikes. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. It's 2-0 Mets. I'll be right back. I want you guys to go say hi to Philly Take with RB. I'm gonna go rate him right now. Okay. He's doing the Pistons game. So let's go say hi to Philly Take with RB, cause why not? Be right back. All right, be right back. Wait 1 second. Sorry. Here's his link. I need to get these links up earlier. All right, see you soon.
.12 to go here in the first half. Cade around his screen. Cade gonna dribble, drive.
All right, we're back. Here comes Brett Beatty to the plate, and he takes a ball. It's inside and low. If you're tuning in over on TikTok, appreciate y'all for catching the game, man. We appreciate each and every one of you. 1 ball and no strikes. And the pitch fouled away. Are we live on TikTok, actually? Yeah, we are. Cool. If you're on TikTok, come follow us on Play-by-Play with JJ on YouTube. 1-1 pitch, ground ball towards the right side. Stott has it, tosses it over to first, and Beatty is retired. So there's 1 out. The pitch. It's in there. It's actually a little bit. It looked a little bit low, but it's in there for a strike. Hit that thumbs up button, folks. 0-1 pitch. It's down for a ball. That'll make the count now 1-1. One out, bottom of the 5th. The 1-1 pitch is down and in for ball 2. Guardians are winning 6-4 against the Yankees. They're in the bottom of the 8th. Marlins have a 3-0 lead against the Reds in the bottom of the 7th. 2-1 pitch, swung on and missed. The count is now 2-2. Two-two. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. And Aaron Nola will get a strikeout. There's 2 away. That's the 5th strikeout for Nola. Was that Tyrone Taylor that struck out? Yeah. That was a good pitch. And so Lindor will get another crack at it. He homered in the first at-bat. And the pitch, he golfs it foul. Can you show the Yankees? If you want to go see the Yankees, you shouldn't be watching this. I'm just calling it. That's what I'm doing, man. 0-1, it's inside for a ball. I just do play-by-play. If I showed the game, it would be illegal. I don't know why people keep asking me that. It really gets on my nerves. 1-1, and it's outside for ball 2. Why can't you show the game? 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Why are none of the people showing the game? Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. And the pitch to Lindor, swing and a miss. Got him, the strikeout. That's the 6th strikeout for Nola. And so the inning is over. We're going to the 6th. It is 2-0 New York. Makes no sense to me. Got 172 people tuning on in. Let's go. How many likes do we have, my mods? How many likes do we have? Need y'all to pay attention. We got 77 likes. I see it right now. We got 170 people tuning on in. Only 77 likes. Come on. That's how I found play-by-play, searching through the live stream, says John. Yeah, I know. I was last at 58. Let's go. Keep those likes coming. All right, we're going to the 6. Come on, we got to wake up. Phillies bats need to wake up. Entertain them, and they will like dance, JJ. Well, it'd be nice if the Phillies could entertain them. But I got to do extra work. What do likes do for the channel? The pitch. There's a swing and a miss. The more likes you get on something, the more it recommends the stream to other people. It helps this thing called what is an algorithm. 0-1 pitch, and that's taken outside for a ball. So if I had like 1,000 people on here and only like 50 likes, it's not going to recommend it. It's still not going to recommend it to as many people. Because guess what? The 1,000 people could be bots. You know? 2 balls, 1 strike to Bryce Harper. McGill still pitching. He'll get set just below the letters, and the 2-1 to Harper is way outside for ball 3. All right, let's go. Let's go, Bryce. Let's go, chat. Charge! I think he's only got a fastball here. 3-1. It's outside. It was a fastball, but a good eye by Bryce Harper. He's walked him twice today. And now Kyle Schwarber will be coming on up to the plate. There's some great Phillies Mets memories that I have. But tell me, what's your favorite? I have a couple. I do. I have a couple. Schwarber's up to bat. The first pitch to Kyle, he fouls it back towards the screen. One of my favorites was Eric Bruntlund's triple play, unassisted, to end the game. That was a very good one. How about Jason Worth stealing those 2 bases when the Phillies were down like 7-6, and then they came back, 10-9, and they came back to win. That was cool. And Utley had the walk-off. 0-1 to Schwarber, and he hits it out over to left field. It's not that deep. Nimmo gets under it. He'll make the grab, and out number 1 is recorded. I liked that moment. There was also a game where we were getting shut out, and we were down to our final out, and Chase Utley drew a walk, and Howard hit a go-ahead 2-run homer in the 9th inning, and the Mets lost. That was cool. Don't know if you remember that, but those are some of my fondest Phillies Mets memories. Also last year when the Mets walked the bases loaded and they just couldn't get an out and we came back and beat them. That was funny. I don't know. We have some good ones. We got a pitching change coming up. I believe I remember Carlton beating Tom Seaver, says Scott Davis. That's good. Minus seeing the 1980 World Series parade. I was there by dumb luck that day. John says when David Wright retire. We are only 8 subscribers away from 5,500. Only 8-1. We like you, JJ. We really do. I like you guys too. I do. I consider you all family. I do. But yeah, what's your favorite Phillies Mets moment? I don't know how Eric Bruntlit's unassisted triple play is not up there. I feel like that has to be up there. Like I said, Howard's homer versus the Mets after we're down to our final strike was awesome. I was jumping for joy as a kid when that happened. I was so happy. Reed Garrett's going to pitch, and he'll face Nick Castellanos, who's 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. Catching and passing the Mets during the 07 stretch run. Yeah, that's when Chase Utley's hit happened. Yeah. And Jason Worth had those 2 stolen bases in that 9th inning. And Tadahito Iguchi, if you remember him, he tied up the game on the RBI single off of a Billy Wagner. And then Iguchi stole second. And then they walked Rollins. Did they walk Rollins to get to Utley? I think that they walked Rollins to get to Chase Utley. No balls, 1 strike to Nick Castellanos. Billy Wagner. Man, I loved it when we rallied off of him. 0-1 to Casty, pops it up right behind home plate. Catcher will give it a look, and he makes the grab. Torrens. $5 super chat from Jack. My favorite Phillies Mets memory was Phillies hitter Von Hayes hitting 2 homers in the first inning, 26-7. Really? That's a good one. Thanks so much for the $5 super chat, my friend. I appreciate you. That's awesome. That's a good memory. Here comes Max Kepler, and he takes a strike. It's on the outside corner. Oh, 1. That's low and outside for a ball. I would be naive to tell you that last year's Game 2, in the moment, that was a great moment. They never faced each other in the playoffs until last year. But Game 2 was also a really cool memory. In the moment, obviously, we were feeling really high, and then we all know what happened at the end. But yes, that probably would go down as a big moment, too. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Max Kepler. That is a good memory. The pitch. It's in the dirt. They've met 1,085 times. 2-2 pitch to Kepler. Line drive, hit out to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And so Taylor's going to make the throw over to second base. And Kepler does get on with a single, and stopping at third base is Bryce Harper. Let's go. Nice swing there by Max. I'll take that. And JT is coming up to the plate. Let's go. My rally caps. Thought maybe they had a chance to get on by Tyrone. George! That was bad. Let's go. Kepler's on at first. Harper's on at third. Reed Garrett's pitching. Let's go. 2 home runs against them. I'm glad I don't have that type of a memory. The pitch, and that's taken inside for a ball to JT Realmuto. I know a Mets fan's favorite moment is against the Phillies. I mean, obviously, it happened last year. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch to JT. It's in there for strike 1. How about when whatchamacallit threw that runner out at home plate? That was a really cool double play. That happened, like, what was that, a couple of years ago? Was that Matt Vierling? Who made that? Who had that double play? Can somebody remember that? 1-1, swing and a miss. That pitch was way outside. We were in a dogfight, and it went into extra innings because somebody made an incredible throw in the outfield. Anybody remember who that was? The pitch to JT. It's in the dirt for ball 2. Who was it? I can't remember. It wasn't Schwarber. It wasn't Cal Stevenson. Who made that throw to home plate? Garrett gets set at the letters. And the 2-2 to JT. Swing and a miss. Got him. And JT strikes out on a fastball that was a little bit outside. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Darn it. Anybody want to help me out? Who made that catch in the outfield for the Phillies against the Mets and threw out a runner at home plate in like an extra inning game? It's really going to bug me. Was it Castellanos? Was it Nick Castellanos' throw? I don't remember. Oh, who was it? I think it was a left fielder. Who played in left field for us? Seven two double play. Phillies Mets. It was Casty. Yeah, I guess it had to have been Nick. All right, 2-0 Mets, and Juan Soto's coming up. Foul fly. People wanted him to drop it. No, that was the Braves. That was the Braves. That was against the Braves. That was when. Yes, that was against the Braves. That wasn't the Mets. I clearly remember that now. The pitch, and that's taken for a ball. Somebody was in left field for us and made a really nice play. One ball, one strike. It's going to bug me. Outfield. 2023. Two balls, one strike. Two balls, one strike. And the pitch to Soto. And he fouls it off over towards the third base side. And now to play it goes. It was at Citi Field. Yeah, here it is. It was a 2-1 game. I remember now. 2-2 pitch. There's a ground ball hit sharply over towards the right side. Stott has it. Throws it over to first. It's in time. It was a 2-1 game in extra innings. Alec Boehm had the sac fly off of, and David Robertson had the threw the ball in the ninth inning. I remember that. And the Phillies played against Max Scherzer. Matt Vierling had the did he have the throw? Yes, he did. Vierling had the throw. It was a perfect strike to home plate, and they got the third out. And that was on a hit, I think it was by Starling Marte, it said. It was Matt Vierling. One out in the bottom of the sixth, then Alonso gets on with a base hit. That really bothered me. Castellanos has played. That was against the Braves. I remember that clearly. Here comes Brandon Nimmo in the pitch, and that's outside for a ball. Jack said sorry. No worries. It happens. That's what it was. It was Vierling's fly ball. 1-0 pitch. It's in there for a strike. That was a rough game. I remember that. Both teams had like so many chances. I don't know how we won that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nimmo is in the box. Righty versus lefty. Toss bat to first. And Alonso is safe. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, folks. Phillies won a 6-run lead in the 9th inning. I remember that. I remember when we did that. Got 97 likes. We are 3 likes away from getting to 100. Let's go. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Nimmo's 0 for 2. Nola gets set at the letters. He kicks, he fires, and the pitch is grounded back up the middle for a base hit. Alonso's rounding second. He'll head on over to third base. And there's 2 runners on with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Put the ball in a good spot. And Jesse Winker's up. I don't like this. He's 2 for 2 today. I would take him out. I don't even know if anybody's warming up in the bullpen. That's my manager's fault. At least do a mound visit. Jesse Winker is up. First pitch to Jesse. It's way outside. This knuckle curve looked so good in spring training. What the heck happened? He'll get set the letters and fire the pitch. It's a foul ball that goes out of play. One ball, one strike. And the pitch to Winker, and he lines it foul. That was scary. Winker's 3 for 12 with runners in scoring position. He's had a double, a triple, and 6 RBI. The 1-2 to Winker. And another foul ball. Keep it clean, John. Yes. One-two pitch. There's a line drive. It's caught by Harper, and the tag at the first is in time. An unassisted double play, and Harper able to get both outs himself. Ugh, that's happened to us. We know that feeling. But nonetheless, the inning is over. And we're going to the 7th. It's 2-0 Mets. Oh, 3 double play. That's insane. That's unbelievable. What a play. All right, we're going to the 7th. Come on. Come on, let's go. Maybe that gets some momentum going. I don't know. Let's go. Oh, I'm ready. Oh, the Giants are on tonight. What time are they on? 9:45. Yeah. Let's go. By the way, the Cardinals are beating the Braves 3-2. That game's in the bottom of the 8th. Folks, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. I hope that you're all doing really, really well tonight. Besides this team, obviously, this team only has 2 hits. They've been really bad. I mean, they only had 1 hit against Tower McGill. The changeup looks good, but we had a lot of opportunities still. So all I care about right now is winning this game. Come on. Both teams are 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. 0 for 6. And Soto's almost homer. Didn't count. Let's go, Alec. Bohm is up to bat. All right. Kranick is going to pitch for the Mets. This is Max Kranick, who's 27 years old from Scranton, Pennsylvania. First pitch is way up high and inside. Bohm had to get out of the way. He's never faced Alec Bohm during his career. Bohm dodged out of the way and now gets his helmet, and he'll step back on into the batter's box. 9 strikeouts for Kranick in 13 1/3 of an inning, and he also has a 1.35 ERA. Is 1-0. Eight, 9, and 1 due up in the batting order for the Phils. We're in the top of the 7th. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and there's a line drive hit out to right field, and that's going to be caught by Soto for out number 1. Bohm hit it sharply just right at him. And now Cody Clemens will come on in to pinch hit for Rojas. He says he was solid. No, it's. Clemens takes the first pitch, and it looked like it was a strike, but it's a little bit low for a ball. One ball, no strikes. The pitch to Cody, that was a little bit low, but it's a called strike. Huh? That's the most Nola start of Nola's career. 1-1 to Cody. It's popped up, and it's hit out over towards center field. Tyrone Taylor's there. The catch is made. Out number 2. This is the most Phillies outing of the season. Doesn't even make sense. Ugh, excuse me. Here comes Bryson Stott. And he takes a high fastball at 97. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch to Stott. That's way outside for ball 2. Mets have A.J. Minter warming up in their bullpen. 2-0 pitch. It's in there for a strike at 95. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well. Kranick with 8 pitches. The 2-1 to Stott. And he pops it up again over towards the left field side. And the left fielder's there, makes the catch, and the inning is over. And so we're going to the bottom of the 7th. It's 2-0 New York. Torrens, Acuna, and Beatty are all due up in the batting order. I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question. If you get it right, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Okay. Where is it? Okay. Let's do this. Do this one. Which where is it? Which Mets pitcher had a no-hitter against the Phillies and ended up on the losing side of the game as the Phillies would come back to win 5-4? Anybody know? Which Mets pitcher was throwing a no-hitter and had a 4-0 lead before the Phillies came back and won 5-4? Doc Gooden? No. On the bottom of the 7th, Aaron Nola was pitching. And the pitch. Was it Pedro? No. No hitter and was on the losing side, I said. The 1-0 pitch. That's down for ball 2. The answer, I'll wait for one more guess. He had a no-hitter, I said. Had a no-hitter. And then ended up being on the losing side of things. Tom Seaver, nope. Nope. Two balls, one strike. The pitch. There's a ground ball hit over to shortstop. Trey Turner has it. Throws made over to first and it's in time. Which Mets pitcher had a no-hitter and then was on the losing side of things? Probably should have framed the question better. And it was against the Phillies. One out, bottom of the 7th. In the pitch. It's inside for a ball. Ron Darling. Good job. Ron Darling had a no-hitter and a 4-0 lead into the 8th inning. And that was against the Phillies. That was at the Vet. And then Greg Gross had a pinch hit, and he tripled to lead off the 8th inning, breaking up the no-hitter. Juan Samuel then singled to break up the shutout, and the Phillies came back and beat the Mets 5-4. The pitch. There's a line drive base hit out over to left field. And Luis Angel Acuna gets on with a single. Yes. They were down 4-0. They were getting no hit by Ron Darling in the 8th inning, up until the 8th inning. That was actually at the Vet, too. I don't know if I said that. I should have said had a no-hitter going. The pitch, and that's taken inside for a ball. Throws made back over to first, and it's not in time. That was a bad question. Okay. I know. I could have done a better job framing that. Two-0 pitch. It's down for a ball. But see, I don't want to. I don't want to just like give you like the regular trivia question. Threw a no-hitter and lost. Let me go back to the tape. Worded incorrectly. Yeah, okay, my bad. I'll take the L for that. 3-0 pitch, and it's in there for a strike. I don't like to just, you know, if I give you something that's, like, easy for, like, the trivia book, like, I have to mix it up. You know, because some of y'all who've been watching it for a really long time, you know, you're going to know these things. So I like to mix it up, and I like to make it more complicated. But I understand that I could have worded that more correctly. But this is why I don't always like to stick to the trivia book, though, because some of them are really easy. Some of them you could just look up. These more, like, complex questions you can look up, but they're more thought out. I don't know. Pitch, and well, that's going to put runners on over at first and second. And Rob is going to make a pitch and change. I got the flu from that question. Okay. Should I do a different one? Do a different one. How about this? Okay. On June 18th of 1989, okay, Phillies traded blank to the Mets for blank and blank. Phillies traded blank to the Mets for blank and blank. See, and now you guys like are probably gonna get this. But I understand. I could have asked the question better. They traded Juan Samuel for, you have to answer the full question. Traded Juan Samuel to the Mets. That's one blank. Give you that. For who? And who? Jose Ruiz is going to pitch. David West? No. Juan Samuel and Kevin Elster? Nope. It was for Lenny Dykstra and Roger McDowell. That is correct. Bottom of the seventh, one out. And the pitch. That's outside for a ball. But yeah, I don't like to do it just the basic ones because, you know, I know that for like our longtime listeners who've been watching, they're like, like this stuff is easy. You know? So I like to mix it up. 1-0, and that's in there for a strike. Ding the bell. Doesn't say who the player. It was a minor leaguer. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, ground ball, hit over to third. The throw to second, there's 1. The throw to first, safe is the call. And there's 2 away. As Taylor just beat it out. He hustled. He did. He hustled. Francisco Lindor is now coming up to the plate. Blue batting gloves for Lindor. He grounds that pitch foul. Please come on and talk to me after the game is done. 610-314-0844. Or join the Discord server. If my mods could do me a big solid and post that, I would really appreciate it. All you got to do is just look at the commands. If you could do that, I'd appreciate it. 0-1 to Lindor, and he sends this one out to deep right center field, and Francisco Lindor has gone yard 2 times today. The second homer of the game, and the Phillies bullpen woes continue. Fastball right down the middle. Now it's Juan Soto who's up, and he takes the pitch high and inside for a ball. Good thing that that Taylor hustled. The pitch, ground ball hit over to shortstop, and Turner has it. The throw over to first is in time for out number 3. We're going to the 8th inning. It's 5-0 Mets. Brutal. I'm not a professional pitcher, but I would not recommend throwing a pitch right down the middle to any hitter. But definitely would not throw this pitch to Lindor. This bullpen can't do anything right. Offense can't do anything right. I'm going to lose my mind. Going to the 8th, it'll be Turner, Harper, and Schwarber all due up in the batting order. Tony, thanks so much for the super chat, man. Appreciate you over on the vertical stream. Thank you so much, man. Love you, dude. Appreciate you. Tony says I rest my case. What case? That this team you don't think is going anywhere? You think that this team stinks? You think that they're never going to win a World Series? Yeah. I get it. I get it. Comes Trey Turner, the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. I guess I just got to be negative, right? I know it's frustrating. I get it. 0-1. That's taken down for a ball. One to Trey. That's taken inside for ball 2. Kranick is pitching against Trey Turner. Next pitch, and that's taken way inside for ball 3. And that makes the count now 3-1. Look, I get that it's frustrating. It is. There's nothing I can say. There's nothing I can do to make you feel better about this. There's just nothing I can do. I just got to keep calling these games. 3-1 to Trey Turner. There's a fly ball hit out over to right field. Soto's there. He'll make the catch. There's one away. Harper comes up and takes a ball that's way up high. One 0 to Bryce. He'll ground this one sharply over to first base. Alonso has it, tags the bag, and there's out number 2. Schwarber tonight 0 for 3. The pitch that he takes is a curveball on the outside corner for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Just a little bit high. It's a curveball. And he'll foul this one off. Come on and talk to me after this game. Please. 1-2, and there's a line drive base hit out to left field. And Kyle gets on with a 2-out single. The next series, June. Here comes Castellanos, swinging a miss. I ain't sipping on anything tonight, John. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch, there's a ground ball, it's a foul ball. Mets are making it look way too easy. And by the way, the Braves just came back. We ain't sipping on anything tonight. The 0-2 to Casty. There's a fly ball hit out over towards right center field. Taylor gets under it. And the catch is made. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. And the Mets are up 5-0. JJ yell. JJ scream. JJ don't yell. JJ don't scream. What do you want me to do? What can I say? What am I going to... What's there for me to say that's going to make you feel better? There's nothing. I don't sugarcoat things, but I don't know what y'all want me to do. This sucks. This sucks. We're all mad. We're all mad that they're not playing good baseball. We're all mad about this bullpen. We're mad at Dombrowski. We can be mad about everything. I hate being in this spot. And I'll talk more about it during the post-game show. But what do you want me to do? Not yell? Yell? What do I do? It's frustrating, man. Ugh. Tanner Banks will come on in to relieve Jose Ruiz. Turn to humor. Bottom of the eighth. Nobody on. And the pitch to Alonso is up high for a ball. Laugh it off. I don't know. I get like all these complaints. Like I don't yell enough. I yell too much. I don't know. 1 ball, no strikes. The next pitch is taken inside for ball 2. 2-0 to Alonso. That was a little bit outside, but it's a called strike. Or the 2-1 that is. That's taken for strike 2. The pitch. It's inside and low for ball 3. Excuse me. Here's the payoff pitch. It's on the outside corner for a called strike 3. So Alonso goes down looking. And Banks gets his first strikeout. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Banks comes set. Kicks. Deals. And that swung on a miss too. What do you want me to do? Yell? I don't know what to do. 0-2. That's outside and low. Sixers are worse. Phillies are more disappointing. I disagree. The Sixers were disappointing. Sixers were frauds. We were told that we were going to get a championship. I mean, we were told also like this was a golden era too for baseball. One ball, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the 8th. There's 1 out. And the 1-2. It's a low. Oh, gosh. It's brutal. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. And there's out number 2. It's like this doesn't even matter. These 2 strikeouts. It's like none of that matters. Really. The missed homer doesn't matter. They didn't show up. The pitch. And there's a foul ball by Starlin Marte. You're good, JJ. We like you for who you are. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Oh, 1. That's taken way outside for a ball. I needed to hear that. I don't usually let comments get to me. That's the one thing I gotta do a better job. That I think overall I have been doing a better job at. But I don't know. I had one comment get to me from the other day. It was like, "Oh, you're not yelling too much." And somebody else said, "Man, you're yelling a lot." 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Starlin Marte is down on strikes. And so we're going to the 9th inning. It's 5-0 New York. I will have a post-game show for sure. And I really want you guys to come on here and talk to me. And give me your thoughts on this baseball team. Because obviously it's not good. It's not good. Any way you look at it, it's not good. I can play doctor all that I want. But yet, what's that really going to do? You know? That felt good. It'll be Kepler, JT, and Bohm that are due up in the batting order for the Phils. There's 140 more games to go. It's going to be okay. That's true. Talk to JJ in postgame on Discord. Absolutely. You bet you'll be okay. Good job. Thanks, dude. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys. What's the record? 13-9. But looks can be deceiving. Let's go. Miracles do happen. It would be funny. It would be funny if the Mets find a way to make this go bad. Braves are 9-13. Yeah, I know. But the difference is that the Braves aren't fully healthy, A. B, they've played a tougher schedule than we have. There were some games that I felt like we got away with, but I'm sure that there's some games that the Mets feel like that they got away with too. I don't know. I just want Cassie Homer, says Larry. I think it would be really funny if they could spoil this. It would be funny. Here comes Kepler, and he laces this one out to right field, but it's a foul ball. Just a little bit early. You be you. You'll be okay. Thanks, dude. One 0. Did that hit the knob of the bat? It did. It's a foul ball. The ball is 2 strikes and time called by Kepler. He'll take a step out of the box. 0-2 to Kepler. Line drive. Base hit down the right field line. It's a fair ball. Soto's going to get to it at the corner. And Kepler will jog into second base. And that's the first extra base hit that the Phillies have had today. All right. And now JT is coming up to the plate. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. It was a good piece of hitting by Kepler. JT is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Kranick with 26 pitches. They're still keeping them out there. And JT's up to bat. First pitch to JT, and he grounds it foul. Got a pitch right down the middle and got on top of it. Oh, 1. That's down in the way for a ball. One ball, 1 strike to JT. The pitch. It's down for ball 2. Bohm waits in the on-deck circle. 2-1. That's taken for strike 2. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icons. And come after the game is done and join me for the post-game show. 2 balls, 2 strikes to JT. The pitch, and he check swing fouls it right over towards the backstop. Are the Knicks winning? Or the Pistons winning? The 2-2 to JT. There's a ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. Kepler's going to be rounding third, and he will come on in to score, and the Phillies are on the board. It's a 5-1 ball game. So there's an RBI single by JT. Well, it's not a shutout. Wow. All right. And Bohm is coming up to the plate. It's Bohm, and then following up will be Cal Stevenson. Pass the baton. Time called on the mound. There's still nobody out in the top of the 9th. And Kranick, I think, is still going to pitch. Edwin Diaz is warming up in the bullpen. He is getting warmed up now. Bowman struck out. He got hit by a pitch, and he lined out to right, too. Pitch to Alec. That's way up high and inside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes, and the pitch to Bohm, and he hits this one out to right field. It's hooking foul. Does it go out of play? It does. Let's go. Pistons are up by 13 against the Knicks. One ball, 1 strike to Alec Bohm. And the pitch to Alec. It's inside again for ball 2. No spamming in the chat. 2 balls, 1 strike to Bohm. Here comes the pitch, and there's a line drive out to left field for a base hit. And Bohm gets on with a single. Stopping at second is JT, and the tying run is going to be on deck. Wow. That was a pitch right down the middle, and Bohm actually had a good swing there, and he gets on with a single, and this is getting interesting. And so Cal Stevenson is going to come on up to the plate. And then they flip it back to the top of the lineup. And there's going to be another timeout here taken on the hill. Okay. I don't even know why they're still leaving him out there, but they are. I think, are they calling Cal back? Kranick is going to come out, and there's going to be a pitching change. And I believe that they are going to bring in Edwin Diaz, because now it is a save situation. Okay. All right. We got a pitching change. Wow. Cal time, baby. They're going to put in Diaz. Ooh, boy. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. How many likes do we have on here, folks? Thanks again for the $20 super chat. Not negative, JJ. Just realistic. This team is super bad. Good night, bro. Dude, I appreciate you for the other $20 super chat, man. I appreciate it. My bad. I was getting in my feels. That happens to me sometimes. Can we please get to this guy? Says Falco on Twitch. I really don't like Diaz. Well, we've done a lot of damage to him. But dude, thanks so much for the $20 super chat, man. I don't know if he's still tuning on in. That means a lot. All right. Let's get those likes up. Come on. All right. Come on, Cal. This is when you want Schwarber leading off. Diaz this year is 5 for 5 in save opportunities, but he has a 5.19 ERA. He's given up 1 homer. Has 13 strikeouts and 8 2/3. Yeah, I don't like us facing Diaz. He has a 5.82 ERA against the Phillies, though, in 40 games. 14 saves against Philadelphia. And Cal is going to come on up to the plate. Gosh, this team is unbelievable. Stevenson this year is 1 for 2. Top of the 9th, runners on at first and second. Diaz gets set. And the pitch, and there's a fly ball hit out to left center field. And Tyrone Taylor gets called off by Nimmo, who will make the catch. And there's out number 1. Stevenson actually hit it pretty sharply, just right towards that alleyway in left center. And Taylor did a good job at tracking that down. And so they'll bring up Bryson Stott to the plate. Nimmo caught it. I thought maybe there was a chance that they were both going to collide, honestly. First pitch to Stott, it's taken for a strike. No balls, 1 strike to Bryson Stott. The pitch, and he shoots it foul. Let's go. Charge! The balls and 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. Here's the 0-2 to Bryson, and there's a fly ball hit out to right field. That's deep. It's going, and it is gone! A 1-run ball game! It's not over yet! Wow. Here comes Trey Turner, and he takes the first pitch upstairs for a ball. Crazy. The 1-0 pitch, it's in there for a strike. JJ woke up. The team woke up. JJ woke up. The 1-1 to Trey, swing and a miss. He got a slider that was low. 1-2 is the count to Trey. Tying run is up at the plate. And the pitch to Turner, swing and a miss. Got a 97-mile-per-hour fastball right down the middle. And the Phillies are down to their final out. And it'll be Bryce Harper. All right. Here comes Harper. This would be a clutch at-bat here. First pitch to Bryce. Swing and a miss. Got a slider that was inside. I knew it. No balls, 1 strike. The windup and the pitch to Harper. Swing and a miss again. He got another slider, and the Phillies are down to their final strike. Oh, 0-2 is the count. And here's the pitch to Bryce. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. All sliders to Bryce Harper, and that one was in the dirt. And the Phillies lose by a final score of 5-4. They made it interesting in the 9th inning, but they lose game 1, and the Mets are now 3 games above the Phillies in the NL East. I got a post-game show after this. We are going to be talking about this. I have a lot to say, and I'm not happy. I'm really not happy with this ball club. So, JJ woke up. The team woke up. All right, I'll be right back. We got a post-game show, and I want to hear what you guys have to say. Please come on. Please come call the hotline, and come call the Discord server too, if you guys want to join. I will see you in a little bit. All right, I'll be right back.
graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I missed putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
If I were to describe this baseball game in one word, or this Phillies team in one word, when it comes to this baseball game, the word would be unprepared. This Phillies team was absolutely unprepared for what was to come tonight out at Citi Field. And the Mets, they were waiting for the Phillies, and the final score does not dictate it, but they spanked the living heck out of the Phillies today. And I'm going to talk about it. Obviously, hello, everybody. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well. My name is Jason Joseph. I go live for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games, and I really want to just thank you all so much for being on here and for sticking this out with me during these. Some of these games have been really, really brutal. And, yeah, I will get to your calls. I will get to your voicemail messages and your text messages as well in just a few moments. And if you want to come on, if you want to talk to me, join the Discord server and come talk to me through Discord, man, and just talk to me about this baseball team. I am really just... The first thing that comes to my mind today is the final score was not 5-4. It was 8-0. This was an 8-0 score. No discredit to Bryson Stott. That swing was nice. In the 9th inning, it was cute. But this team is a tease right now. And I thought everything that went wrong today, I figured was going to go wrong, and I didn't want to be the negative guy. I'm not surprised that this was how things worked out. This is what happens when your bullpen stinks. This is what happens when Aaron Nola, for some reason, is just giving up the long ball at a very high rate. And not only is he doing that, but he's really missing his spots. See, the difference is from last year's version of Aaron Nola is that he would do it maybe once or twice a game, and he would be so off. But this time, it's like every single inning. This is more like the 2023 version of Aaron Nola, where we just don't, like, every time there's a runner on base, there doesn't even have to be a runner on base. Like, not even tonight. He gave up 2 solo homers, and he just loves to nibble. But the pitches go out over the middle of the plate. When he misses, he really misses. And tonight, he really missed. Except Juan Soto just missed a home run. So, I don't want to hear it. I really don't want to hear it right now. With this whole Aaron Nola thing, because this has gotten to a bad where I'm even concerned, honestly. And I've been standing up for the guy for a while. I think that people have been really egregious with Aaron Nola over the years, even when he was really good, and they never appreciated him enough. This is not Aaron Nola. This is not the Aaron Nola that I know. The Aaron Nola that I know would only give up like maybe 2 earned runs, okay? And he would maybe mislocate a couple of pitches, but not to this degree. This is bad. This is really bad. He didn't get any run support today. I'm really disappointed with this offense. I thought that we, in that second inning, I'm going back to that second inning. Okay, we have bases loaded with 2 outs, and Kyle Schwarber swings at these changeups that are just really bad, and he strikes out. That really disappointed me. And then we go into later on in the game. I think it was the 6th inning. Let me double check. Top of the 6th. It's a 2-0 game. JT is late on a cutter after being ahead in the count 1-0. Then he chases after a cutter that's way outside. Takes a sweeper. It's down low and then can't catch up to the sinker. We had runners on at first and third. We needed to come up with a run there. You had a chance when Juan Soto had that home run called back. You had a chance to steal this game out of their hearts. And they failed to do so. Another opportunity. Bottom of the 6th. Winker lines into the double play over at first base. I was thinking to myself, well, maybe that's a chance for the Phillies to capitalize. Maybe that has a chance to swing the ties. Nope. Nope. I give the Mets some credit. But again, we had our chances and we folded under pressure. That 9th inning actually more so ticked me off the most. Because Kepler gets on with the double. JT singles. Bohm singles. Bohm put up, actually he had a nice swing in that 9th inning. And then Cal flies out, hit the ball sharply, and then Stott homered. And what the heck happens next? Turner takes a ball. The pitch was actually a strike. And then he looks at a strike. And then he swings after the slider. That wasn't really even a good pitch to swing at. Could have been a 2-1 count then. And then he's late on the fastball right down the middle. And my man Bryce Harper. I'm not usually one to call out Bryce. Edwin was never going to throw him a fastball. Why would he throw him a fastball? Why? Why would he throw him a fastball? He goes inside slider. Slider over the middle of the plate. And Harper was early. Because he was thinking fastball. And then he swings and misses at a slider that's in the dirt. A terrible hitting approach by Bryce Harper in the guts of the game. I needed my $339 million man to come through. And I thought that he, under pressure, did not do well. I'm usually not like this with Bryce. I'm not. But he's your leader. He's your franchise player. You need him to come through in situations like that. He did not come through there. Neither did Trey. Bottom of the lineup in that inning did their job. You didn't do yours. I need better from you. We struck out 10 times versus Tyler McGill. Ten times? 10? How? That's just so egregious. 10 times we struck out against Tyler McGill. This guy, I don't think he's had 10 strikeouts in his career. 10 times? It's ridiculous. He only gave up 1 hit. 1. Not 2. Not 3. 1. Oh, 10 strikeouts. For the love of God. Jeez. He was just throwing changeups. He was toying with you. He made you look so foolish, and you were unprepared to face him today. I would have loved to see how many changeups this man threw, because I feel like he had to throw at least like 35. I don't know. His fastball was reaching 95 miles per hour. He had 53 strikes on his 92 pitches. And again, he walks 2 batters in a row with bases loaded, and Kyle Schwarber strikes out on changeups. It's awful. This was an embarrassment today. You had a chance to go into the home city of a team like your biggest rival in baseball. The Mets are the biggest rival for the Phillies. Okay, you had a chance to go out there and make a statement against a team that beat you in the playoffs last year. You had a golden opportunity to do so, and you failed. You were unprepared. Coming into the series, you were unprepared with the bullpen and with the way that the bullpen was managed. That's on Rob Thompson. Everybody was unprepared today. And that's why I'm ticked off. We can have these conversations about who should be batting on the leadoff spot, but honestly, at this point, I don't really care. I'm sick of this team. It's deeper than just Aaron Nola, too. He was awful. He was so bad today. I'm watching Francisco Lindor round the bases, not just once, but twice. And that gave me flashbacks from last year. We all know. We all know what that feeling was when bases were loaded. And then the Mets were ready to celebrate like they won a championship when Juan Soto was up and almost hit that home run. I don't feel good. This was embarrassing. It's not as easy as fixing just the bullpen. Right. It's not even just Rob. There's deeper problems that we're facing right now. And I know it's like game 140, it's only game 23 of the season, and there's still like 141 left to go or something like that. 139. But I still can't be happy with what I'm seeing now. No one can. 10 strikeouts from Tyler McGill. Has even had 10 strikeouts in his career. He had 7 in 4 innings against the Marlins. McGill has never had 10 strikeouts. He had 9 last year. I'm still looking. Nothing in 2023. Nothing in 2022. He had 9 strikeouts against the Braves. Maybe 2021? Did he have 10 strikeouts then? Yeah, he did. He had 10 strikeouts against the Yankees. So he hasn't had 10 strikeouts in 4 years since his rookie season. Yeah, I feel a lot better. I feel great. I don't know. I'm numb. The Marlins series was a snowball effect into this. It really was. This bullpen was awful. And part of the reason why Rob had to kind of go to Nola in that 7th inning was because of how bad this bullpen is. You are begging, whether it's right or wrong, and it's wrong, You're begging Aaron Nola to get you out of those innings and to try to limit your bullpen because nobody can pitch. Nobody can pitch. And it doesn't even excuse the offense. They were unprepared today. Disgusting. I'm sure that y'all can hear it in my voice. It's just terrible. I think that the most vivid memory that sticks out to me is just, again, the at-bat that Harper had in the ninth. At that point, you don't even have to tie the game. You just need to put up a good at-bat and get the bat in Kyle Schwarber's hands. That's the goal. You don't have to be the hero. Stott wasn't even trying to be a hero, and yet he got a pitch out over the middle, and he took advantage of it. Just awful. I'm sick. I'm so sick. We lost the Mets. Again, this team played you in the playoffs last year. This is the same team that is just, like, you're supposed to be better than them. And they just pounced all over you and partied on you. And now you got to shake it off. Because, to be honest with you, they could still take 2 out of 3. And they should have that mindset. They shouldn't feel really this down like me. But we feel down because we followed the team. And we thought, damn, this was an opportunity for you to capitalize. And they never took advantage. So it's just really sad. It's pathetic that we're in this spot. And I feel very just, I don't know, I feel like we're going in circles. I feel like we're doing the same thing over and over again. And it's just sad. It really is. I want to hear your thoughts. You can come on the Discord. You can come talk to me. You can also leave a voicemail message too. And come talk to me on the phones as well. How are you feeling? Are you guys feeling all right? Let me know. I'm going to read your comments as we get to this. All right. Spire says, I'd trade Harper and Turner for draft picks. Phillies are done. That sounds nice. Turner looks like a scared deer at the plate, and Harper looks like a guy so obsessed with being the hero he did too much. That is a very good comparison there. It's a very good analogy. I'm not usually one to, go into like that ninth inning and talk more about like what happened at the end, but this team had a rally going for them, and there was like one out. There was one out, and then we just gave away 2 at-bats to a guy that realistically has not been a good closer this year. 5 for 5 in saves, whoop-de-doo. It's crazy. Hung what frame? Do the Phillies have any minor league bullpen pictures showing any signs of a future? No. It's just Andrew Painter, man. That's it. It's just Andrew Painter. That's it. Need some fresh JJ bars. The word is underperformed. No, they were underprepared. They were unprepared. They weren't prepared coming into this game. Did they underachieve? Yes. But when you're unprepared, you underachieve. They go hand in hand. You can be prepared and you can still underachieve, I agree, but they were not prepared. If they were prepared, they would not have swung at all those changeups that Tyler McGill was throwing that were bad pitches. They would have done their homework, and they would have laid off some of those changeups and done a better job at studying matchups. Jose Ruiz should not have been in that situation in the 8th inning either. That's the situation where Matt Strom or Alvarado need to be in. And I know that we're taxing them and we're doing all these things, but that's the spot where they have to come on in. I hate to be that guy. Two things can be true. You can't tax those players, but again, I'm trying to win. I don't know. Below their potential equals underperformed. They were unprepared. Honestly, the Phillies look old and tired. Am I the only one who sees the Phillies' window to a championship closing? Mets are just a better team at this point. They are. And look, who says that they can't turn it around? Because obviously they can. But right now they are going through such a tough time. And look, Aaron Nola needs to be better. But again, this offense was putrid. That's what I'm really pissed off about. That's what I'm really ticked off about. Again, please, come on Discord. Come talk to me. Please. Skeleton's here. I know Skeleton's not going to be happy. I'm going to get Skeleton on here. Skeleton, thanks so much for coming on. What's up, Skeleton? Talk to me. Vent.
Same old, same old.
What's up?
Hello, you can hear me?
You're very, very low.
Well, let me go to my phone.
Analysts need to be stopped. I'm so sick of it. Let's see, what else do we got? Release Dombrowski. Harper looked like he was swinging with his walking stick. Talk to JJ on Discord. Again, come on and speak, man. Skeleton's here. All right. That's better.
Hello, you can hear me?
Yep, I can hear you now.
All right, it's the same old stuff like last year.
Yeah, man.
Swinging at everything, trying to be the hero, and doing all the flashy stuff to be in the highlights.
Yeah. I'm just, this team has so many problems right now. I don't even know, what the heck you fix first. It's just so numbing.
The first thing they had to fix is the bullpen. It was atrocious. Why do Rod pick Aaron Nola, who knows darn well that he's garbage? I know Aaron Nola could be better than that, but why choose him?
Well, Aaron Nola was the scheduled starter for the day, but the only thing is, this is we're all defend Rob, okay? The bullpen stinks. Clearly, the bullpen stinks. Okay? As bad as the bullpen is, Aaron Nola, was he pitching his best today? Absolutely not. I would have, had Nola go. As bad as this sounds, would have had him pitch in that. I would have rather had Nola pitch in that 8th inning rather than Jose Ruiz, if it were me, because I can't trust anybody in this bullpen.
I can't trust anybody at this point.
I can't trust anybody. And that's the problem. I hate being here. I really do. It makes me sick. I hate feeling negative. I hate feeling down. I hate feeling angry about this, but it's all bottled up. It's all frustrating.
I understand that, man. It always pissed me off too, but I have to root for them because it's my team.
Oh, of course. Absolutely. That doesn't mean I'm not going to root for them, because of course I'm going to root for them, but I don't like being in the spot where I feel like, I should be happy. Look, we're like 13-10. Doesn't feel like it.
It doesn't feel like it, and the Marlins game doesn't help too, because I know the Marlins are frauds, and it doesn't count to me. I wanted to face the real team and beat them, so we can feel like we are contenders.
Yeah, I feel that. Brian Pumper keeps it real all season. Told you all Dombrowski mailed it in. I'm happy that you're happy that you're right about everything, Brian, because it seems like you're very positive about this team. So always is something positive to say. He's always so negative. It bugs me.
I hope September comes around so the Eagles can come back so he can help us.
Yeah, I feel that. Man.
Oh yeah. Before I go, I want to talk about Bryce Harper and why he always like to swing at everything. He doesn't have to play hero ball, man. Just swing when it's like the right time, and not hit home runs. It doesn't have to be that way.
Yep. Like I said, Stott got a pitch right down the middle, and he was confident with that pitch, and he took it out. Bryce Harper, they approach it differently. You tip your cap to Bryson Stott there because Diaz thought that he could get away with a pitch. He was never going to throw that to Bryce.
I'm sorry, I had to get a little laugh because that's
no, you're right. What'd you say?
I said I had to get off the little laugh because that's how pathetic the Philly is.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Oh, dude, thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate you for always coming on.
Oh, yeah, one more thing.
Yeah, what's up?
You know about the analytics?
Oh, yes.
We need to, get rid of them. I know the Phillies not going to get rid of them, but it's does it really help the team? All we're ever doing is hitting home runs. It's starting getting boring now. We want something new. We're tired of seeing all the flashy plays and highlights.
I know.
For example, look at the Dodgers. They don't need home runs every time. They play small ball. All of that. They didn't want to be on the highlight. All they care about is winning. Why do you think they won the World Series?
I know. It's crazy. I'm with you there, man. I really am. But I'm gonna let you go. I'm actually gonna wrap this up because I need to get off. I need to clear my mind after this.
Man.
But, dude, thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate you, man.
All right, man. Good luck with your channel and go Birds.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to my guy Skeleton. All right. That's gonna wrap it up for me. I'm done. I'm done babbling. Can't wait to hear this Trey Turner press conference tonight. Just joking. But yeah. All right, I'll catch you all tomorrow. Be back on 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time. Go Phillies, I guess. All right. Bye.